Hello and welcome to this video. This is for my Ford Puma. It's a 51 plate and it was first registered in January 2002. Very reasonable condition. We'll take a proper look at it in a second. So this is the Ford Puma Thunder 1.7 with the Z-Tech stroke Yamaha engine in it. Very revvy engine. Now the bodywork on it is very good. There are the odd one or two little bits on it. There's a little ding in the bonnet here. There. One or two scratches, but overall it's in very good condition. Tyres are all good, brakes are good, clutch is good. With these Ford Pumas, they did used to rot on the wheel arches and underneath. This wheel arch is showing signs a little bit of bubbling on here. This wheel arch here has a bit of rust on it, but it hasn't gone through, and it's it's at the stage where it needs saving really. I've had this car probably for 14 months and it's the second Puma I've owned. I really enjoy them. They're very nippy. They've 123 brake horsepower as I recall. I'm trying to do a bit under here, then you can see what it's like. It's very good. We'll take a look under the other side as well. So we just have an understanding of the underneath, because these Pumas, they rotted there, underneath there, they rotted at the front of the sills, and one thing and another. They rotted in the boot's all good. It's quite a good example. It's not perfect, but I'm happy with it, and that colour is Magnum Grey. Take a look inside. It's got the leather seats, black leather seats. And all these are in reasonable condition. There's no tears or splits on the bolsters. It's a fairly good example. Now, since I've owned this car, we're on July 2024, and I this month put a brand new battery on it. When I got it and took it for its next MOT, the back brakes were binding, so it had new shoes and that freed the brakes up okay. It also had a spring driver's side that had broke, so all that were put good. Everything works in here, well, maybe with the exception of the aircon. There's no lights on the dashboard. shut that door. That's the handbrake light. And it's done 104,920 mile. Radio works, and we've got the radio code.
They wanted to say hi on our journey to Peppa Pig World today, Diddle.
Heater controls, works in every position, and it's a fantastic heater. Cigarette lighter works. 5-speed gearbox, very nice gearboxes. Clutch bites are just over halfway. Clutch is all good, and the brakes are excellent. Handbrake's good. Roof lining, very nice condition. In there we've got some tax discs. It's the last tax disc, that was 2014, and they go way back to about 2009, 2012. They're nice to have these, it's just a part of the car's history. 2010 and 2009. Very good. And it's got its service stickers up here, which I'll explain to you shortly. I've got a lot of the service history with it, and a lot of the old MOT certificates. It has electric windows, electric mirrors, they all work. And I put it in the right position. This electric window works good. Mirror that side. Window. We'll take a look under the bonnet. Now this is the Ford Z-Tech engine, variable overhead cam, and they're 16 valve, and these 1.7 engines were built in conjunction with Yamaha, so they were tuned quite cleverly actually, giving it 123 brake horsepower. Engine is absolutely sweet as a nut. Good dipstick. Very clean oil in there. I haven't given it an oil change or anything recently because it's not actually due, and I'll explain the service history to you shortly. Just giving you an idea of condition and one thing and another. No head gasket problems. Heater control valve. This controls the flow of the water into the heater matrix for the heater. That had a slight leak on it, so I've replaced that with a brand new heater control valve. As I say, I changed that battery this month, which is July 2024. Still got the receipt, and there's a 3-year guarantee on it. Very tidy under here. Tailgate. Now on these Fords, they have an actuator stroke actuator for regulator for the tailgate. Notoriously they go on these, which it had on this one when I bought it, and I've actually replaced it with a brand new one. And anybody out there who's having problems with your tailgate, these actuators, there's 2 types that I found out. On the earlier Pumas, they were white in colour, and on these later Pumas they're actually black, and they were fitted to the Mark 4, Mark 5 Escorts, for example, probably the Ford Fusion and maybe the Fiestas. They're easy to change. So if you do have this problem, inside there's 2 bolts there, 2 bolts there, very small 8mm bolt up in here at either side, and when you're taking them out, that bumper slides off lovely. And then to get to the screws to the actuator, they're situated about here on the rear slam panel. All very tidy in here. There's a spare wheel with it as well, but it's not an alloy, it's a Ford steel rimmed wheel. So that's my Ford Puma. I don't know what else I can tell you about it actually, apart from it's a little fun machine, stick to the road, they go like a rocket, and I'm very, very impressed with them. And like I say, this is my second one. Service history. Now when this car was new, or at some point when it was newer, it was on a private registration plate, H something or other. We're now in West Yorkshire. It lived in Kent for a bit and then over near Shrewsbury, and then I got it, and I'm actually only the 3rd owner of it, and it did come with some service history which we'll take a look at now. And there's a few MOTs here. It's the current MOT and a few previous MOTs. Then it's got the black wallet with its information in it. It's still got some of the original booklets, etc., and the service history. Now on this service history, you recall me saying earlier that this car was originally on a different registration plate, a private registration plate, probably from new. So this is the service history. I'm covering I just want to cover the VIN number up, but all these are checkable as it's got a VIN plate on the dashboard, etc. And it started live as that registration. And the service history, there's various stamps in the book. I think there's about 8 or 9, as I recall. Yeah, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. 8. There's 8 in it. Starting off from 2003. Working its way through 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, and then we come to 2016. That was its last date of for service. Most of these stamps are from Herne Bay in Kent, from County Garage, and the last one it had was Hawkins Motors in Shropshire. Mileage on it, and it says the next service due would have been in 2017, but this car spent some time off the road when you consider COVID and one thing and another, and it said that its next service is at 108,882. Well, it's only done 104,000, and it's actually only done 8,000 miles since its last service, so that's very, very handy to have. And all this will be going with the car when I sell it. And we've got a letter here from Ford Assist saying that the vehicle was serviced to Ford's standards, etc., etc. That were in 2016, and the recorded mileage then was 96,382. And all these bits of information, you know, for example, the tax discs, the original wallet with all the booklets in it, and one thing and another, some past MOTs. This is the radio code. I changed the radio because the original radio didn't work, so I changed that, and that's code for it. And all this will be coming with the car. I am the 3rd owner of it, and what I'll do, I'll just open the logbook. I want to cover some information, obviously, because I don't want it to be all over the internet. So this is the registration of the car. That's me, and number of former keepers too. So I'm the 3rd owner of this car. Well, thank you for watching this video. I don't think there's a lot more I can add, to be honest. So thank you for watching, and bye for now.